What's up, Niner fam? My name is JT Magnum. Welcome back to Niner News. Now, I had some in-sync problems with the camera. It looked like a lot of people were saying that my voice was off on the camera. It's not me, it's YouTube. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but I think the videos are getting a little off sync. Because when I play it back, when I record and when I edit and when I put it back in my through my program and go to look at it, it's completely in sync. So I don't know what's going on and what's going on in terms of the uploading and what's happening with the audio and the video, not being in sync, but I'll do my best to rectify the problem. But for now, you're just gonna kind of have to see my lips move a little bit off sync, I guess. I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, guys, as promised, I wanted to bring you guys my draft needs videos. This first one obviously is the offensive lineman, because we need offensive linemen. There's been a lot of problems, especially last year, the last couple years with offensive linemen. Anthony Davis supposedly is coming back, but now he said he's gonna wait to do his reinstatement papers because of Trent Baalke or something. We don't know if that's like an April Fool's joke because he tweeted that on April 1st, or we don't know if he's just saying that kind of stuff because maybe Trent Baalke's trying to make him sign a different contract for retiring and then coming back. And Trent Baalke shouldn't do that. And again, once again, I think Trent Baalke's an idiot if he is doing that, because if he is, dude, you're stupid. We need offensive linemen. Just let the guy play. We got the money. We got the cap space. Let the guy play. If he sucks, then release him or something, or then do something about him. But right now, we need Anthony Davis. We need everybody we can get, especially with Jordan Devy signing a tender. I don't even know why we even let that guy have a tender. I don't get it. I don't understand the infatuation with the 49ers and this guy, Jordan Devy. I can't figure it out. But we need offensive linemen, as Marcus Martin hasn't panned out the way Baalke wanted. Brendan Thomas hasn't panned out. And we did sign Zane Beadles. That's a plus. He's a former Denver Bronco, former Jacksonville Jaguar from last year. But, he's got some promise, especially at guard. He's probably going to play the left guard spot along next to Joe Staley. So at right guard, it's going to be either Trenton Robinson, and either Anthony Davis, or who knows, it could be Marcus Martin, Brandon Thomas. We don't know. Nobody knows. I know Daniel Kilgore is going to be in the center, but it's just a mess on the offensive line. The Niners need to draft a couple, if not 3 offensive linemen. They need to draft some depth. Get rid of these dudes. Hopefully Jordan Devy gets released after preseason. That would be my dream come true. The minute I see his name under 49ers release somebody, that would be that'll be the happy day. I will rejoice. You will see a video of me rejoicing to Jordan Devy's release. I know it's sad because you shouldn't, be happy that somebody gets fired from a job, but my goodness, will I be happy when that dude gets fired. Anyways, let's go to the draft. These guys aren't in any particular order. I'm just talking about them randomly. And my draft positions for them are not what other people are projecting. They're what kind of I've projected. So obviously I could be wrong. Obviously I could be way off. I mean, you just never know with the NFL draft. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, some are obvious, like Laramie Tunzel. Obviously he's going in the first round, but I don't even have him on there because we're not gonna be able to draft him. So unless we move up and we try to draft a tackle, but why would we do that? So anyways, these are the guys I have, from first, second, or basically from second all the way to maybe 6th, 7th rounders that maybe the Niners can pick up and see what we can do from there. So the first guy I want to talk about is Josh Garnett. I'm not sure if his name is Garnett or Garnett, but I don't want to butcher people's names, but I don't know them personally, so what do you want me to do? He's the offensive guard from Stanford. 6'4", 312 pounds. Definitely first round talent that probably will go in the second round unless he somehow pulls off something that other teams notice or whatever, that he gets picked late round, first round. But I see him as a second round talent, or first round talent in the second round. He's an excellent mauler when it comes to run blocking. The only thing he needs help on is pass blocking. DeForest Buckner actually pushed him around a lot in the game. DeForest Buckner, as you know, is one of the defensive tackles that's probably going to get drafted in the first 7 or 8 picks. And he's a guy also on the 49ers radar. He might be a guy the 49ers draft. So anyways, Josh Garnett's a guy that I really like. I like that guard position, and I really feel the Niners need to put somebody at the guard position, especially their right guard spot. So let's see what happens with that. But second is Ryan Kelly that I want to talk about. He's probably another second-round talent. He's a center. He comes from Alabama. And he's 6'4", 311 pounds. This guy, 3-year starter from Alabama. You know these Alabama offensive linemen are pretty decent. They're pretty good. They've been blocking. They're blocking the best of the best in the SEC. Absolute gamer. He's just absolutely tough, smart, and he knows how to. Think about it. He knows how to call the protection. Alabama runs a pro-style offense. You already seen the receivers, the running back. Well, running backs haven't done that great, but the receivers, the running backs, the quarterbacks, how they play. They run a pro-style offense. This guy can come to the NFL, play center, and do well immediately. So he just needs to add a little bit of muscle, I think. He's not the strongest dude, so he needs to bulk up a little bit. But Ryan Kelly is definitely a guy that, the 49ers can maybe, if they get on a second-round pick, a late second-round pick, maybe they could pick him up. From Denver, who knows, with a cap trade or what the Niners moves are going to be. But if they can move up somehow and get another second rounder, maybe they could pick up a Josh Garnett and Ryan Kelly together. So we'll see. Anyways, let's move on. Jason Spriggs, he's from Indiana. He's probably going to go in the second or third round, probably late second, early third. Offensive tackle, 6'6", 300 pounds, 301 pounds. Good strength, very athletic. He's a guy that was a 4-year starter as well. Has great long arms. You want that in offensive lineman. Trenton Robinson had that for the Niners last year, as you saw, but not many people got by him. I don't think anybody got by him. And you want that in your offensive tackle. And he's one of those. He's one of those just tackles that pretty quick off his feet, but they said, from what I've read about him and from what I've seen, he needs better corner pass protection, meaning he can't let guys go around his corner. So those speed rushers, those edge rushers, especially guys like from Seattle, people like that can go around that edge real quick. He needs to be able to. He needs some teaching. He needs some help with some coaching to help him better pass protect, especially with guys like that going around the corner. So that's Jason Spriggs for you. Landon Turner's another one. 3rd or 4th round probably pick from North Carolina guard. 6'4", 330 pounds. Absolute huge big boy beast. Very strong. Extremely strong. He's like ridiculous bench press totals from, I believe, the combine. Another 3-year starter. And the only thing with him is another one could struggle in pass protection. There's going to be you're going to hear a lot of that with the combine. You're going to hear people saying, struggling pass pass protection. They're going to need coaching and this and that for pass protection. Then these guys end up being absolute beasts in pass protection. So you never know with that. That's just what I read and what I've got from most websites, most reputable websites, that is for the draft. So I don't read into that too much. I mean, this guy's a big dude. It's going to be hard to get around a guy like that and hard to push him back, especially in pass protection. So we'll see what happens with him. But like I said, another guy, 3rd and 4th rounder. Max Tuerk, another guy, 3rd and 4th rounder that I'm predicting from USC. Another center, 6'5", 298 pounds. Obviously needs to add some more weight to play center. Needs to bulk up a little bit. He had a knee injury late, so that's probably going to drop his draft stock there. Another highly athletic dude, though, and a really good pass blocker. Maybe the run game needs a little bit more help, but it's another guy that, a lot of experience from USC playing against those Pac-12 teams and bigger, big game experience. So you want that, especially in your guys. Christian Westerman, 2nd to 3rd round pick from Arizona State guard, 6'3", 298 pounds. He obviously needs some more weight. Huge hands, they said, very strong, extremely strong, and good movement. So, with him being 298 pounds, when you're a guard, you got to be a little bit bigger unless you're doing that zone blocking scheme. Zone blocking schemes, people can get away with a little bit less weight. But with this guy, he's, like I said, extremely strong. Weight, he's good in the weight room, but needs to bulk up a little bit. Huge hands are good because, you can be able to grip somebody and move them around or do whatever, or hold, basically. So we'll see what happens with him. But Matt Skura, 5th to 6th round pick, probably out of Duke, center. Another center. As you can see, we need centers, guards, tackles. We need guys that can play multiple positions and the offensive line. Matt Skura from Duke, another center. Good size, bounce blocker, workout warrior. The dude is basically, highly athletic, diesel, one of those kind of dude. A highly intelligent blocker. He's more or less not the most overly athletic dude. He's more or less the kind of guy that works out like crazy, is strong, and will block you with his mind. Meaning he knows how to get into position. He knows how to react. He knows where you're gonna go. He's gonna anticipate your moves. So that's the kind of guy you want. A guy that can block like that, and he's probably gonna be one of the most, a steal basically late in the 5th and 6th round at center. So Joel Dahl, he's probably a 5th to 6th round pick out of Washington State. Another guard, 6'4", 304 pounds. He can play guard or tackle. Like I said, I was just talking about guys that are versatile. Trent Baalke loves those kind of dudes. Good player, average athlete, but a gamer. Meaning like, one of those guys that, he's just about, not your average looking athlete. He's not going to be all diesel, not going to be one of those dudes that are crazy in the weight room. But when it comes to game time, dude can ball. And that's what Joe Dahl is. The only thing with him, probably needs to add a little bit more weight. You're going to see that with guards or people that play tackle and guard. You're going to need to add a little bit more weight. People don't really want you weighing about 300 pounds. They want you weighing a little bit more, especially if you're going to play guard. So Connor McGovern, this guy is what you call like ridiculous strength. I think he benches like 600 pounds, or he can squat maybe 600 to 700 pounds. I don't know. It's ridiculous. I know he can bench a lot and he can squat a lot, and he's just ridiculous, tremendous strength. Would make an excellent tackle as well. A lot of websites are saying, well, a lot of the scouts are saying, great hands, like basically being able to put his hands on you, being able to push you around. The only thing they said is he's still raw in pass protection. But you know what? Like I said before, a lot of people say things like that as draft scouts because I think they're protecting themselves from being able to say everything else. He's an absolute beast in the run game, but from what they say, he needs a little bit of help in pass protection. But so do pretty much almost every offensive lineman that's on here. So, last offensive lineman I'll talk about is Stefan Nembo. I'm not sure, Nembot or Nembo. I believe it's Nembo. 6th to 7th round pick, most likely out of Colorado. Very raw. Former defensive end in high school. Ridiculously strong, like grown man strength, basically. Huge, strong hands. Another big dude. Another one of those players that you probably, late round pick. If you coach him up, probably could be an NFL stud and a steal that late in the draft, because he basically was, he's just one of those athletic dudes. He's actually, I believe, out of Africa. I'm not sure which country in Africa, but he's definitely from Africa. I think he speaks like 3 languages, and just an absolute smart dude, athletic dude, and just ridiculous strength from what they say. Of course, another one needs pass protection help, but that's everybody. Everybody needs to be coached apparently coming out of college, so we'll see what happens. But that's it for the offensive linemen. If I missed any that you guys like, that you guys think we're going to pick up, I know there was some that have been talked about, Cody Whitehead and people like that. I just wanted to state the guys that I liked, that I think are going to be pretty good in the NFL, and that I think are going to be steals late round, and especially like that. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section about who you think the 49ers will pick up, because they're going to pick up offensive linemen. We just don't know who yet. Let me know who you think they're going to pick up, who you guys like in the draft, where do you think the 49ers will pick them up, and let me know what you think about my picks. All right? So for JT Magnum and Niner News, I'm out. Peace, y'all.